of you who just joined us, this is your bell ringer. So go ahead and name one thing that you've enjoyed about online learning and one negative thing. And yes, you're going to write this in the chat. Make sure to put your positive and your negative. Try not to make them separate so that there's not so many things. Yeah, negative would be not being with your friends. I agree. Being at home can be a positive sometimes. Running for student council is a lot easier. That's a positive, but it's hard to
not letting me.
It's not letting you what?
It's not letting me. It's not letting me like enter it.
In the chat?
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to. Oh, I see it.
I did.
I get to lay in my bed. One thing that's bad is I don't get to see my friends. I agree. Quentin, you should be able to think of one positive thing. There's always a positive. Positive is not seeing any of your classmates. Wait, no, positive. It's really hard, yeah, not to see any of your friends. It's really hard not seeing people. That face-to-face interaction is really important. It can get pretty lonely now. Positive is learning. Yes, I love learning. All good things. Negative is online school. Yeah, online school can be pretty difficult. I agree. And it is hard to stay motivated at home. Let me get everybody in here. And WebEx can be kind of frustrating too, sometimes. Let's hear a few more positives and negatives. And if you're like, nothing is positive, you can always find a positive. I've got a few positives. Anyone else? Last call to express your thoughts. And negative, I don't get to see any of my teachers in person. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We all met each other online. I've never seen any of you in person. It's kind of weird. It can be a lot of work, yeah. Because it feels like a lot of work too because you're at home, so sometimes it's hard to focus. And so then you get more work. And also, here in 6th grade, you have 4 teachers in 4 different subjects. So you have work in 4 different subjects, so it can be a lot. All right, so I will move forward now and go over what we were doing today. It's a really pretty chill day. So today I'm going to give you time to finish your project, your desert island project. Remember that you need to answer questions on both sheets, and then you need to create your map. This is an example of a map. Show me what your civilization looks like. I'm looking for a very neat and colorful representation and a name that you give it. When you're ready to submit, you're just going to click on Desert Island Project and press Submit Assignment, and then you will press Upload File, and you will just upload the file. Make sure you're saving your work as you go. Some of you have been like, I don't even know how to save my work. And you just need to go to the top left-hand corner and press File, and then you can press Save a Copy or Save As, depending on what year of Word you have. You do need to submit your map and your questions together, so you need to take a picture of this, and you can either, copy and paste the picture onto your Word document or just upload it separately on just upload 2 files on Canvas. And so when you are finished with that, I do have the unit 1. Hold on, where did it go? Darn it. I do have the Unit 1 study guide up. It's the last thing. It should be the last thing. Let me check. It should be the last thing under Module 1, and it says Unit 1 Test Study Guide. Let me grab it for you. Okay, now I can share. So you can work on this. If you finish this study guide, you will be very prepared for the test. So very, very important. Here it is. It is not counting toward a grade. Okay, so it's not worth any points. You can see you can click on it just right here and it'll drop down. If you finish it, the whole thing, and you send it to me, and I see that you finished your study guide, you will get 5 bonus points on your test for finishing it and for being adequately prepared for your test. But that's only if you finish all the questions and you send it to me, then I will add 5 points on your test after we take it on Friday. Okay, so if you are finished with your project, you are working on your study guide. Remember, it's just the last thing in Module 1. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can just chat with me privately on the side and I will answer them. And I know we don't have a lot of time. Wednesdays are so fast. They're so fast. So take this time and I will be right here to help you.
Miss Tracy, I was about to ask you for a second if you didn't save, but then I found it.
I couldn't hear you. Can you say that one more time?
I was gonna say to you, for a second, my desert island project didn't save, but then I found it.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, and if you guys saved it yesterday, make sure that if you're like, I can't find it, make sure it didn't save somewhere else. Sometimes when you save your documents, your computer will save it somewhere where you can't see it. So you can always click when you're browsing, looking for it, you can click on My PC, and then you can click in the search bar and type in Desert Island and open up files, see if you can find it.
Or you can.
Wait, are we doing the Desert Island projects right now?
Yes.
Oh, because like I got doing something and I got back and wasn't in the middle while you were talking. I was gonna unmute.
That's
I
okay.
didn't want to unmute like while you were talking, so.
That's okay.
Or you can.
So what do we do if we can't find it?
So
What do we do if we can't find it?
so it didn't, you have to make sure that it saved. If it didn't save, unfortunately, you would have to begin again, which is super annoying. One way that you can find your documents, if you saved it, if you didn't save it, then that's a problem. But here is an example of a Word document. So if you can't find it, you can always press File up here in the top left, and then it'll bring you to this this page here. And you're going to want to press Open to see if you can find it. And then it'll either have your recent things. See, these are recent things that I saved, so it should be right here. Or you can press Browse. And you can always click on this PC and it'll search your whole computer. And you can search up here in the where the magnifying glass is.
What I did is, when you told me to like rename it and save it, what I did, I just went back into the project, pressed file. I found the file that I named it and saved it, and I just clicked on that, and it was the same. It was the thing I saved.
Yes, yeah, so it should be, if you saved it, hopefully you saved it properly. It should be, if you did save it, it should be on your computer. You just have to find it in the hard drive.
Miss Tracy,
Yes.
I have a question. So, for the Desert Island project, do you have to submit the picture and the Desert Island project at the same time, or can you submit the Desert Island project like one day and then the day after that you could submit the
I'd like
picture?
them at the same time. Otherwise, you have a greater chance of me losing one piece of your project if they're separated.
Okay.